how to attract prospects to your MLM business. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to grow a massive following, a massive database, people who cannot wait to be in business with you. So the 5 things I'm going to talk about specifically is how do you create awareness just to get the motion happening and the movement of clients and prospects to you? And then how do you do your posts and where do you do your posts? How do you create that engagement? How do you then create that influence to number 5, bring in a whole bunch of recruits? Let's begin. Number 1, you got to create awareness. So what does that mean? Well, you're going to pick a product or a service that you like. So I'm going to use an example, and I'm going to use my skin products, right? So I get my skin products from New Skin, and I use their Galvanic Spa, and I use all those things. So I didn't join the business. I just got really hooked on watching people 10, 20 years older than me have faces without fillers that looked pretty amazing and not wrinkly. So that's what got me hooked, is actually looking at older women, 10, 20 years my senior, that had phenomenal skin. So I just got on the product. I mean, and believe me, I was like you, a lot of you, I was like on the minimum amount. Like, what's the only little thing I need to buy, right? Because I was super skeptical. And then you start seeing results and start seeing results. And then I went and got in the monthly auto, right? I did my monthly amount because then I accumulated some points that got me some free goodies later. Never got in the business. Years and years and years later. Don't even ask if that was a mistake or I regret it. I don't live by regrets, but it was probably a mistake because I could have been accumulating all these people along. But the awareness of what was that product? What was that thing that had me get attracted? And now I'm super loud about it. I mean, I'm out here talking to you all about it because people ask me, people call in and say, what is Loral's? Who called me the other day? Somebody met me on an airplane. Literally, it's a true story, a few weeks ago. And their wife called and said, what skin products do you use? Because he thought your skin was amazing and you cannot be 56. And I said, yeah, I am. Anyway, so she signed up. It's fascinating. Create awareness, but you got to be loud. You got to talk about it and you got to get excited about it. So from the skin products to the monthly, then I joined the business. And guess what? I still teach people that same methodology. I think a lot of companies, and they're probably out here watching going, she's wrong. Go build a big, downline, get a bunch of leaders. Leading what? Like, if you're not even going to use the product, what are you going to lead? I think that's just so counterintuitive. I want you hooked like I was hooked. I did the minimum amount, like itsy bitsy buy. Then I got on the, monthly that got me some goodies back, right? Some points. Then I did the business. And that's what you want. You want people who are going to have a sustainable, a sustainable run with you, right? What you don't want is a whole bunch of leaders and then they drop out and then you have holes all over your organization, which then affects your compensation plan. So create awareness. What's interesting to you? Like, I'm in wine, I'm in Melaleuca, which is just buying your typical household products. I'd rather do natural products, given that I have a family, than harsh chemicals in my household. What interests you? I do send out cards. Why? Because I love sending gifts. So why wouldn't I get paid back from the very thing I do? So there's, for some of you who are super skeptics, you don't get paid back when you go to Walmart and Target. I mean, they may have a credit card that you signed up for and you get a 2% rebate, but you're still funding massive manufacturers of massive big boxes. Who's been winning in the pandemic? Right? Clearly not you. So back to awareness. You got to fall in love with some products and you got to get people excited about it. Number 2, you've got to start doing some social posts. Once you get serious about it and you get into the business, start doing social posts. Just simple posts. You can do every social channel. But here's the big news, and I'm going to take a huge diversion of what you're being taught, which is don't worry about all the technology. We got a back-end website. You do, but here's the problem. I'm talking to you, the entrepreneur. Why would you send all this awareness, now social posts, soon to be engagement, to a back-end technical system that might be easy, but you can't track it? It's not your database. And yes, if you actually had somebody technical, you could probably go in and one by one bring those people back out. And believe me, I've met people and I had them hire somebody to go dig through their whole database, regardless, which direct sales company it was. What I want you to do is I want you to front face. So as you start socially posting before you engage, you just get a website. I'm going to give you a link to the website I use. Just simple. It's $47 a month, has huge capabilities, super simple. You can only get that price because my relationship with the company. So I'm going to give you that at the end. But I want you to build a database. I want you to be an expert. So are you going to be a skincare expert? Are you going to be a wellness expert? Are you going to be a wine expert? Are you going to be a shopping expert? I have women in 3, 4, 5 direct sales companies. And guess what their title is? They're a shopping. They're a personal shopper. They're a personal concierge, they're a concierge shopper, whatever you want to call yourself. I want people going to your website. You're the one paying for all this. This is your time, your business, your way. So your entity is going to have you have a website, have a page, have a database, and everyone's going to go there. They're going to opt in and they're going to get excited. If you want, you can interview me and I'll be up on a video with you so you don't have to be all scared on doing a video by yourself. But I want engagement and I want you to monetize your database. You as the expert of whatever direct sales company you pick. Because remember, direct sales is inflation proof. They don't increase their prices. It doesn't work in their structure. So it's the only thing where you can shop and not have inflationary prices. Now, once you have your page, you have your site, you're sending people to your database. You're not sending people to the back end of somebody else's database that if you walk away, you don't get to take those people with you. I'll give you a different example, but so similar. When I was part of the Rich Dad Poor Dad team, I didn't send everybody just to Rich Dad Poor Dad and to add to their database. I bought the products. I had my own warehouse, my own inventory, and I actually brought all the people and the buyers into my database. I cannot tell you how critical it is to own and control and run your own database. Now, once you get that database started and they opt in and you get conversations, they start buying that first product from you, start the engagement. Who else can they share? Do some fun campaigns, give extra, products or whatever things you can give away to have them refer more people to you. So just start building a massive database from the awareness to the post to the engagement. Before I tell you the last 2 points on how to be successful, I love your comments right now. What are you thinking about? What are you shopping for that you're willing to change your shopping and shop for yourself but get paid back? What are your comments? What are you thinking about this? How do you think about beating inflation? Give me some comments. And while you're over there, there's just one little button. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me every day. I'm here 5 days a week. Now, let's go back to the 2 more things. Remember, you got to create awareness, do your post, do engagement. So now you're at a point where you need to become your industry expert. You need to become the expert. So this is where you take a bigger stand on your pages. You're the wellness expert. I'll tell you about a woman who actually came to our office and we called it crack tea. It was the craziest energy drink. And she would come at around the same time in the afternoon. And she kind of got my whole office addicted to this tea. We called it, who has crack tea? We do an event. Everybody wanted crack tea. She didn't say a word about it. She just got everybody addicted to this tea. And then she would just come in, we'd buy it. She would come in, we'd buy it. It was weeks later, probably months later, before she disclosed it was Herbalife, right? Which is one of the new number 2 revenue producing companies in the world, right next to Amway, still at the top. So it was interesting because her model was just so much like we taught. You come, you get awareness, you get people hooked on a product. I don't know how many people that worked in our office then signed up and now they buy for themselves. And then I don't know if they're on a monthly membership or not, but that is the model. You get people hooked on one thing, then you go into monthly, then you go into leadership. Now you're step 4, be that expert. I don't know how many people I have, like the Mary Kay girls, right? They aren't just Mary Kay distributors, they're image consultants. And they get paid $5,000 to walk into your closet, clean out your closet, take you shopping. They align with hair and they actually do the makeup. They do the makeovers with their Mary Kay products. I have new skin people doing that. I've got weight loss and health experts doing isogenics. I mean, you see that the range is wide. My client base is enormous. So this is up to you want to pick. I got a lot of doTERRA. I got Young Living, oils. What do you want? What do you want that makes sense for you? And if it really makes sense, you want to join my team, I'm building a huge team around this right now because I want to beat inflation. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my family. I love getting those checks every other month, by the way. They just keep rolling in. It's fabulous. So in number 4, where you really become the expert and you become the influencer. Number 5 is you have to build that database and really be careful. I see so many people do really well and they get out on social channels and they get a lot of followers and they leave them there. Don't just leave followers out on social channels. Create a campaign, create an opt-in. If you don't know how to do it, our team can do it for you, with you. You want them to come to your database. You want their name, you want their phone number, you want their email in your database. Let's just say, God forbid, one of these direct sales companies don't make it that you chose and they go away. And it's in the skincare category. You don't have to be without a business because you have a website, you're the expert. You just fill in with a different product line. Now, those of you that are out there that are owners of a lot of direct sales companies, I've been there, and I got to say, I'm right. Is it the benefit to the owners to do it this way? No, but that's not who I speak to. I speak to you, the consumer, the entrepreneur who wants to make 6 and 7 figures. If you do it the way I'm talking about, your own website, your own database, your own structure, you command the money. You also have consulting money. You've got coaching money. You got a book like Jordan Adler. He wrote Beach Money. That was 100% his money. I can tell you story after story. We've got a lot of millionaires in this space. I'm inviting you to be one. If you think you needed any capital, by the way, go back to my YouTube channel right up above and search funding. There's tons of funding videos that I have on how I can help you get started, what kind of entity you need. Again, subscribe to my channel. Let's stay in touch. Let me make you a 1 year, 2 year, worst case, 3 year millionaire in direct sales.